right, Pastor Sapp, we're gonna switch gears here a little bit.
Okay.
Now you came up at a time where, probably like me, I came in on the tail end of a functioning community when I was coming up.
Right.
Even in my little small town over there in Apalachicola, Florida, there was black businesses on the hood. We had a functioning community. Was it the same way in Crawfordville? Y'all had black businesses and things like that, you know?
Well, we didn't have black businesses as to say we had places that I remember one red store that and you can consider that's a business, but you also had these little like my grandmother. She had a big freezer. She sold soda waters and different things like that on her porch, and these was type of things you had in the community that people sell and stuff. It
and supported each other.
They supported each other.
Right. Oh, that went off. Don't worry about it. So now let me ask you this question: in your opinion, did integration help or hurt the black community?
When we say did it, I guess I'm trying to. I mean, I
because
as
like
far as businesses and stuff,
as far as that economic base.
Well, like I said, I can't say because I experienced because I never lived in a where black businesses had their like the white people had the business had the privilege of having own a store
right
where you had to go into. I never, like I said, lived in a community like that though, because all my life I seen where the white man had. They
own everything.
They own everything. So I don't know. I never
thriving back black business. You ain't been around that.
I never been on it. I seen where the ones that did have businesses there. They was able to have a decent life. Yeah. But it was just like I said, my wife's grandfather ran the store. And he had a lot of land. That's the only wealth that I seen that he had that was in in that community.
A lot of land. Okay.
And now like I said, it's not even their store no more. So it's kind of like they seen it's to me they seem like all the the money that they was making. I don't know how it got white people on it now, but anyway, I can say I can't say that. I mean that it's better or worse because, like I said, I can't speak.
Right. You didn't experience that.
But like I said, I know we had we grew our own food and we did different things, but we had to go to the store to get go to these other stores and get the meal and stuff.
Now, in a broader community, on a broader scale, do you feel like the problems in the black community are moderate or extreme?
When you say a question again, let me think on. You say,
do you feel that the problems, like in the broader community here in Tallahassee and basically all across the nation, as a community, as a group, black people in America, do you feel that our problems are moderate or extreme?
I feel like it's extreme. From what I see right now, and that's happening in our community. That's when we talk about the violence in our community.
You think the violence is
extreme? Because I'm here and I see it and I read it. So, for us, in the world, I don't know. I kind of, get that from the internet. But what I see right now, it's kind of extreme, and I would have to say because of our community.
What do you think is the root cause, in your opinion? What do you think is the root cause of that?
And I've been thinking long and hard on that. I think the root cause is a lot. I hear a lot of saying, well, we need to get involved we need to get set up programs for our youth. We need to and I think that's I think some of it is good. You do need to set that up, but you set these things up, but then they still gotta say, for instance, you set these things up for our youth.
Mm-hmm.
They come here for 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Or either come in, it's just like going to school, but then they got to go back to the same community.
And deal with that influence.
Deal with that there at nighttime. You're not there, okay. I can speak, like I said, go back to, I can speak life into you and say, hey man, you better than this right here, and you better than that there. But then you go back home to
abusive mama,
or something like that
Absent father.
and then it's just gonna go right back in. It's just like a feel good, like water on the ducks, but it's just like a feel good thing. So I mean, I applaud people when they say, well, we need to do this right here, and the church needs to, and leaders need to do this, and the leaders need to do that there. But who have 95% of the time?
So when they leave your presence and they going back, like you say, the Monday through Friday, what do you think that is the heaviest negative influence that they're facing out there? The most common one, in your opinion, that influence these kids to do the things that they doing out here.
And that I had to go back to. It's just like, think about us. I had to go back to my generation because, like I said, I think about what influenced me when I left. When I left Sunday school, when I left a positive environment, when I left the football field, when I left the practice, when I back out to my community, what influenced me? What was that gave me? What was it? My friends who wasn't a part of that group, who wasn't. I mean, you got the mindset. So, but I had fear. I had fear of of the people around me. If I wanted to do right, and I had to do right.
Right.
So I mean, it's the mindset of when a kid leave these things, they go back into that community, and I know it ain't like you leave. I'm gonna use this right here, and it's just an analogy. Okay, you leave Charles and you go back into the Colognes.
Mm-hmm.
You leave, and I'm just using this right here. You use another school, and you go back into that community. Where these crimes are happening. Mm-hmm. They don't have to. I mean.
So you think it's they being influenced by what they see, or what they hear?
Exactly. The same thing we was influenced with. I mean, when I was out there, I tried. We was in we talking about gangs and the people we hang around. It ain't nothing the TV I mean.
So you're just a product of that environment, basically. What you saying?
Well, yeah. I mean, what you gonna? You done left the presence of me. Mm-hmm. I done drop you off. Mm-hmm. We done had a good time. Mm-hmm. I done speak everything I can into you, but at nighttime, is I'm there. Who there? Who babysit you? Who watching over you? Mm-hmm. You are you. Mm-hmm. I mean, you're not adult. The parents are still responsible.
Oh yeah.
They're still responsible.
Yes.
They're still responsible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know how many times people say, well, can you come talk to my son? I can talk to him until I'm blue in the face.
But what you doing?
Right.
Yeah.
I can speak life into him.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, he got all that information. What are you gonna, And I done told him you got to make a choice. You got my number. Mm-hmm. You can call me anytime.
Yeah. Right.
But it's a choice. Do they choose to? I got myself into this thing. Mm-hmm. And then they'd be like, I know you done told me this. They don't want to use. It's after the fact now. I'm getting a phone call. I'm getting well, you know what happened to this person, but I gave him that information. He wasn't in my presence. Mm-hmm. You know, and I'm thinking on the right track.
So you think it's falling back on them parents?
It is, and we don't. And like I said, I don't. Parents. When you become a parent, it don't come with no instruction. Well, I should say it don't. I mean, it comes with the scripture tell you.
Right.
The Bible tell you.
Right.
I mean, people can. I mean, but it don't. But you don't know what. You don't know what. You don't know what. Only God knows what. You know. You can. Like I said, it ain't. It ain't no status thing. It's because we don't know what our kids gonna go. You try to point them in the right direction.
Yeah.
I got three kids, and all three of them different.
Yeah.
And they got different attitudes. But my job is to make sure I be fair with all three of them. I can't treat them all the same. But my job is to be fair. But I can be fair, but I can't treat them all the same because they got they three different people.
Yeah.
So
go back to that foundation you was talking about earlier. Give them a foundation.
give them that foundation. And you got to stay because see I understand and I struggle with that because see I understand it's single mothers and single fathers and we gotta work and with we don't we don't have the we think that and we got ain't nobody giving us food, ain't nobody's turn on the light to be the person that God wants you to be. It comes with some sacrifice.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if I'd have knew what like I said, we always say, if I knew what I knew now,
Right.
I would have waited. We try to wait it, but things happen in our lives that we have just happened. I shouldn't say we have no control over.
We made a choice. We all made a choice.
We made a choice.
Yeah.
And we knew that. I go back to it. We knew that if we have these encounters with the opposite sex, that this is potential. If you don't know, it's one thing, but we knew.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And but at that moment, I don't know what mindset we in because things happen. It's a responsibility.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so when you step out of that, then you into a whole different. Then you just like, and that's what happened. I mean, like I said, I'll be honest with you. I tell you, I didn't know nothing about no fatherhood at 15.
Right.
I was just having fun.
Yeah.
Right.
Having fun. Oh yeah.
Right.
And at that time, now even it wasn't no sex. They wasn't even talking about sex in class, not in school. Now it's one thing if you know. It's just like I knew what a gun can do. You know what a gun can do.
Right.
Now, if you tell me, I ask this question: Do you think a 16-year-old know what a gun can do?
Yes.
Right.
16-year-old, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. I don't think he know the consequences that fully understand the consequences of what come behind fooling around with that gun.
So do you think a 16-year-old know that it's wrong to break into a car?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. But again, I don't think he know all the consequences that goes along with breaking into a car. I used to break into cars myself, to be honest with you.
You didn't know the consequences?
Oh, I knew the consequences.
Right.
Yeah, I was just
But you did.
Yeah, I done it anyway.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
And that goes back to what Brother Harold was saying is that it's a choice.
Yeah. Right.
Do you know that if the law says it's a curfew, and you know that they've been flashing on TV that you ain't supposed to be out after a certain time. It's like I say, if you know these things and you continue to do them, then I kind of like it's one thing to don't know, but to know and to that's saying like I don't care.
Yeah.
I really don't care.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Yeah.
I knew that if I knew that it was wrong to talk back to my elder. I knew to respect them. I knew that was wrong. Now if I talk back to my mama, the consequences of
it's
me
coming
getting
right
slapped
then.
in the man, exactly.
Right then.
If,
Immediate.
If I put myself in this position, and see, I think we done got to where we think it's cute when you see it on videos, you see it on TikTok and all these when these kids are doing these talking about they're right there and that there, and they think it's cute, and then in their mind. as a child, they think it's cute too.
It's okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's where the disrespect
Until
is.
they get you in trouble.
Until it get you in trouble
Yeah.
in the elevator. So if it was good when you was 3, they think it's good as 5, and then it just elevate. And they think they can come in there and just say what they want to say to you and do what they want to say to you.
Yeah.
Let me say this, because I was just talking one of my brothers out there, and I was telling him about a friend that we have, and I seen a video of her son doing one of those handshakes where he doing like the little, twisting up his fingers or whatever with the other dude. I said, man, I wish I could talk to her, but I don't even know how to approach her. And this is a good friend of mine. But approaching people about their children, no matter how good your intentions are,
Gotta be delicate.
could land you in a fist fight on the spot.
Oh, yeah.
And that could escalate to anything.
Yeah.
So you kind of like, man, because I would hate to hear something bad about the child. And you see something as a man like, no, that ain't it. But like you say, some parents think that foolishness is cute.
Yeah.
See? So you hit on the parents, and I'm in 100% agreement with parents when you start talking about solving a problem, but then it turns into how do you approach parents and how do you...
Well, and see, that's the thing. It's just like I go back to it. The word never changed. It's just like if you have fought with your brother, you don't go to him right then because see, you got in order for a person to hear you, they got to be able to receive.
Yeah.
And you don't know that if you don't know, and the formula that I have found, I really pray on it because if say for instance, I see something bother me in my spirit, but and I'm praying to God to ask me to go to that person and let them be able to receive. It's just like you got to be able. You can't do it because you don't know if they're gonna receive it or not. Like you said, when you tell somebody about their child, you don't know what they're gonna happen. It's all depends, Lord. I got to. And I see, and I feel you. I see that a lot of times. I was like, I see kids with different. In my mind, knowing that their parents wouldn't allow that, and I was like, and I hear things, and I'll be like, what should I do or how should I do it, Lord? I got to have that confirmation, and every time He give me that confirmation, I'm able to go and ask God to give me the words, the wisdom, and the understanding.
Right.
And to be able to let them be able to hear what I'm saying. And let you speak through me because if I do, I'm going to mess it up.
Yeah.
I might be like, hey, man, man, I seen your child. I seen this right here.
Right.
Hey, and it's right. Oh, and I have, I'll be like, it just take time. It take time. For these things to happen, because like I say, everybody ain't gonna receive it. It's just like I go back to it. The word ain't never changed. You got to pray about it, and you got to ask God. Because if it's really something that you want to do, and it's important to you, and you want, and it's a good friend of yours, and I feel you on that level because a lot of things as I walk and as I go out and be about in this world, but not of this world. I see things and it's troubled me. I got to pray on it because I can't fix it. Prayer like I said, I go back to that prayer is the root. Prayer go places that we can't go. Go indoors, open doors and all that and make things happen that we be like, golly, man. And see, and that's how we got. See, we want to help. But we don't really know how to tap into it,
right?
Because we don't know how people gonna be receiving.
Yeah.
See, when you pray for it, and when God He'll give you that, but you got to be in touch with Him. He'll give you that. I had to learn that. Like I said, I do a lot of things, and I know I'm in this world, but I try not to be of this world because it's a lot. It's a lot can suck us in, and I find myself in the Lord. That got to have that host. You be like, hold up, hold up. It's just like It's like coming here. I was like, Lord, this is this. You I pray.
Direct your path.
You got it's I don't go around with no chain around my neck or nothing like that. But I do know who done got me to where I'm at.
Oh yeah.
It's not no happenstance. It's by God's divine will that we're here today. And people don't like to sit there and give him glory. But I got to give him glory to let people know that this who brought me a long ways, man. I could have been dead, and I guess that's one of the things I pray to God asked me to relate to the young people. I try to understand. I don't be quick to judge.
Yeah.
To young people because you don't know the mindset of those young people. That's why I go back to you and say that when they got to go back into their environment.
Right.
I go back to my house with my wife and kids as I done we done had a good time and I done sold this right here and telling you, hey, this right here. But at the end of the day, I'm dropping them back off into the environment that I'm picking them in and hoping, praying that what's around him is not, don't consume him to the point that it's gonna take him away from everything that I done put in. I'm praying, but I'm not there at nighttime with him. I'm not there. His mindset, an idle mind is a devil's workshop.
Right.
And when you got an idle mind and you laying there at nighttime and you on the weekend, Elder Sapp, you done told me all this right here. Friend got girl. Say, hey man, I done been there. But you got it's willpower, especially as a 16-year-old, hormones jumping around, and you want to be this right here. I heard something the other day, Brother Falk, that that I was talking with one of my cousin about this kind of what crime and these right here. He was like, it's something puzzling, and I've been praying on it, and because I really want to understand. He was saying that these young kids, they got to have it's a notch in their belt to join these gangs.
Right.
That they got, I didn't know that. I'm trying because I want to be able to. I go to God when I go to God. I ask how we can fight this thing. What you need to know. I want to know what I'm fighting against.
You want to understand so you can relate to it. Yeah.
So, I was like, he was like, yeah, they got, it's a badge of honor if they go and take me out. I'll take somebody out on the street.
Right.
They say, well, I took this person out. I was like, how do that mindset get to that they want to be a part of something that's going to take somebody's life?
Right.
An innocent person. I just I either go and say, well, I broke in, I stole this gun, I'm carrying this right here.
Yeah.
It's when they join. I'm trying to figure out that. That's where I'm at now, Brother Fox. Is trying to figure out how did they able to grasp their mind, getting them kids' mind to make them, hey, show them so much love that, hey, you're willing to do this, to be a part of this. I want God, and I know God got the strength to do that. And I want Him to work through me to be able to say, hey, to tell you, hey, what God can do.
When your people need your teaching, let your vision be your guide. But if your money be your leader, then your power be divided.